Madam, this is all the money I earned. Please deposit it. The boy's voice was soft but steady. The woman behind the counter looked at him from head to toe, his worn sandals, faded shirt, and nervous hands clutching a small bundle of notes. Tell the truth, she said coldly. You stole this money, didn't you? The boy shook his head quickly. No, madam. I worked for it, she scoffed. Look at you. Do you really expect me to believe that? If you don't leave, I'll call security. 12-year-old Eamon stepped back, fear filling his eyes. What that woman didn't know was this: the child she dismissed that day would one day change the destiny of that very bank. That evening, Eamon clung tightly to his grandmother Shanta, his small body shaking with tears. Daddy, I'll never go to the bank again, he sobbed. They said I was a thief. Shanta held him close, her own eyes burning with helpless tears. She couldn't understand how a place meant to protect people as savings could crush a child's dignity so easily. That morning had begun with hope. Shanta and Eamon had gone to the bank to deposit the little money Eamon had earned doing odd jobs. But the moment they reached the counter, two employees exchanged glances. Why is a child like this here? One whispered loudly. The other laughed. He's either begging or planning to steal. Eamon heard every word. When he tried to step forward, a guard blocked him. This water is for customers, he said when Eamon asked for a drink. Go somewhere else. The entire bank watched. No one spoke. No one objected. Except one man sitting quietly in the corner. His name was Niraj Malhotra, a local journalist. He had come for routine work, but what he witnessed disturbed him deeply. Without drawing attention, he recorded the incident on his phone. Outside the bank, Niraj approached Shanta gently. Auntie, what happened inside was wrong. If you allow, I want to tell your story. That evening, Niraj visited their small home and listened as Eamon spoke through tears. Shanta shared how she had found Eamon crying at a bus stand years ago and raised him as her own. She also spoke about her illness and the surgery she could not afford. That night, Niraj uploaded the video with one question: is dignity only for the rich? By morning, it was everywhere. Social media erupted, news channels picked it up. People were outraged, not just at the employees, but at the silence of everyone who watched. Miles away, in a luxury hotel room, Karan Mehra, the chairman of the same bank, watched the video. At first, he was angry. Then he froze. The boy's face? The story of a child found at a bus station. The date, the place, it matched something he had carried in his heart for 12 painful years. His own son had gone missing at that very bus stand. Without delay, Karan sent his trusted manager Rohit Saxena to investigate. When Rohit reached Shanta's home, the truth unfolded gently. The timelines matched. The details aligned. And Shanta's health was failing fast. Karan immediately arranged the best medical care, no questions asked. When Karan finally met Eamon in the hospital, his heart knew the answer even before the test confirmed it. Eamon was his son. Tears flowed freely as years of loss and longing finally found their end. Shanta wept too as Karan held her hands and said, "You didn't just raise my son. You gave him love when the world didn't. From today, you are my family." A few days later, Karan took Eamon back to the bank. Eamon trembled. "Papa, that place scares me." Karan smiled gently. "Today, it will listen." Eamon walked to the same counter, this time holding his head high. Karan stood beside him. "Deposit this," Eamon said softly, placing the money on the counter. Then Karan addressed the room. "This bank exists to serve people, not judge them. Anyone who forgets that has no place here." That day, policies changed. Training began. Compassion became a rule, not a choice. A bank was transformed, and so was a boy's future. Before this story ends, tell us in the comments, do you believe kindness always finds its way back?